yɛnkɔ gifty apia ando ho enura anajo said obo apro ekɔ krombra bambo kuo no yeto wom gu monten so wom hwema bambo enkoso no yekotie bi mra na yeba ya krado ni nyina yede bebro
this cautioning this particular driver and some of the other drivers who have come through, asking them whether they are aware about the restrictions on movement. It's just about 30 minutes or so past 1 a.m. and so they're allowing some of them to go, but they're warning them that there are restrictions on movement if they are not aware. As we've been standing here, we've seen about at least 10 vehicles pass by, but they're saying that they're being human, just as they've been warned to do. They're warning them, advising them, and letting them know that this may be your first time, but this may not be tolerated going forward. This is one of the recalcitrant drivers that you may find. He was being ordered to stop. He just went right through it, did not bother to stop at all, but they managed to get him to stop. Perhaps he saw a camera and decided to stop, and so he's been stopped there, and the police officers are going to have a word with him. Okay. Go. Let's go. All right. So we're here at the Ayumensa toll booth. This is one of the places mentioned today earlier, if I should say, at the press conference when the ministers or when government tried to announce how this lockdown was going to be. Ordinarily, it'll be very busy. Vehicles coming in, vehicles going out. But it's eerily quiet here. And all I'm seeing here are these gentlemen here. A number of vehicles, just about 5 vehicles or so that are stuck. I see here on my right-hand side 3 police officers quietly sitting down. I try to engage them. They just say, we've blocked the road. So there's no going in and no coming out from here. Right behind my camera, I see a set of police officers as well, also observing the rules right there. These gentlemen here have been sharing very interesting stories with me. They just don't understand why they've had to be in this position. But let me try and engage them to find out whether or not they didn't know this was going to happen. So you were telling me your story. You said you were working.
Yeah, we were working somewhere in Darfur, trying to provide. We're providing power. We're solar power. Business based out of Tema, and so we're virtually providing essential service, which is power, to a customer. And then due to the nature of the job, it got a bit hectic, and then we ran into late into the night. We've been doing this for the past 3 days, and so finally we gotta go home, and then here we are at the back. We do understand that there's a curfew and everything.
But you did know that it was supposed to start social distancing. So you did know it was supposed to start at 1 a.m. Did you know that?
Yes, I did. But you see, for me, my customer is paramount. I cannot leave my customer in darkness.
But we're looking at the virus that is killing people. So your customer may be paramount, but you do also agree that what we're trying to do is to stop the spread of a virus.
I understand that, but also I'm not faulting anybody, but I think that discretion also counts here, because if indeed we are decent folk on our grind, if you know we are working, and so now that we are done, we need to go back to our families, and we can't. I'm not faulting the authorities, because it is indeed the law. But I also think that in certain cases like ours, we should be allowed to proceed.
I've just engaged the police officers here. They don't seem to be ready to allow you out. What's going to happen to you now? Do you want to go back? Because you can actually go back this way, where you came from. Is that an option for you right now?
Well, I don't think we really have an option, but we'll see. We're just thinking it through. I really can't say. Do you want to advise then?
No, I don't know. I don't know what you're going to do. I mean, I really feel for you, but this is also very important for us to stop the spread of this virus. So, I don't know. You're going to go back home?
You know where home is?
Where's home?
Home is in Tema. Home is in Tema.
Okay, but it's past 1 a.m. now.
But look, this is the life that we chose. We chose a life where we provide services to all our customers, and we do it to the best of our ability.
What's your name?
My name is Noche Amatefio.
So I've been talking to Noche. Noche and his crew here are stuck at the Ayimensa toll booth. They're not being allowed to go. He doesn't know. He says they're thinking through what to do. This is taxi driver that just pulled up here. Let's see if he would like to talk to us. Hello, what's your name?
I'm your gun and Katrina.
Your friend saying.
Me.
Your friend saying.
Your friend John Kimai.
Now we are done with her by this time.
But you'll be sure me on my dinner until 7 come dinner.
It is say a blocky coin now bending.
Candy a dozen baby. Me all my dinner there. We've been on a wire stranded there was station and I'm in dinner by seen it down for. Until 7 has a meeting, I call back to my dinner. Me or my dinner on my FM, Zion Transport Union. I'm a branch chairman.
So he says his name is Junkie Man. He says he was at Medina and a customer was stranded. So he decided to bring the customer to us this way. But it looks like he's not going to be allowed to go. The road has been totally cut off right now. Asking him what he has to do, he says, well, there's so many other ways that he can get back to Medina. And now when him say 1 a.m., I say 1 a.m., about 1 hour. And if we are neko one, Obia and Shefi, Obia and Shefi.
Enemy say almost say about 1 hour. By no, almost 18 news no. Almost catch and say taxi phone no. Yeah, cry taxi phone quite a man comes to trot for in factory. In case of Hunda, never fat 2. Sprinter never factory, actually, sitting on factory no. You never for 2. And I dear factory no so never fat day, ever for 2. Yeah, drivers near union, yes, that transport. I just say for 2 and new one. It means see, I'm doing a bit seen down. Even say, Utinibi, and I'm saying, I'm fine.
Now, what dream no, and you say, Oka or more, it was almost
government can say bank workers and a citizen, remember to come at zero before. Ghana, I need government service buses be a fire workers. Is it almost a bank in judgment? See how could you score bank here? Only private car, you have to take taxi to and go.
So he's saying that it's not clear to him that. Transport service providers like himself are exempt. He's essentially saying that there are no reliable public transport systems in this country, and so people like himself are relied upon for such movement. So let me just find out from him. And he says, "Obede, waka."
Maybe Ghana. Accra, baby, I say, Omubo, I say, me escape, I meet my escape.
And he says, "Obede."
Who say, "Beria." Omo mako ka kurumu na omo free baby o ma be ka na ebetim bi o ma ba fi.
Ese say wa park wa hai there na be.
Ne men kai. Se omo so omo nya me check reverse. Me dem kwan route be ba taxi driver je onim sa akra. Ye na ekuta route. Ansa aban bi abeba aban be ko ye ekuta route.
So he's saying that So he's essentially saying that he knows other routes through which he can get back to wherever he wants to go back. He says if they don't allow him through, he's just going to turn around and he knows where to go. And to be fine.
Okay.
So I just asked him, what is he going to do? Is he going to tell us the route he's going to use? He says he won't tell us because that will be blocked as well. But if you look right behind me, it looks as if it's getting piled up. The traffic is getting piled up. Now I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 8 vehicles so far. I see another one coming, and it looks like this is going to be the story for the people who ply this road. Now, let's just take a look at what we have here. Right here behind us is the blockade here. And you see police officers that are just seated quietly and saying nobody will be allowed through this barricade. It looks like the traffic is building up slowly here at the Ayimensa station.
Madam, your person is when you're offensive. Madam, hello, but I coffee. At first, that was not what we had.
Are you here when it's 1 a.m. when you had the announcement that you should not be out at 1 a.m.?
Sisiano, me coffee beyond village. Come me count on a government worker. Yeah, until the time I'm the fee ho, ebe so na. And a rough road so. It's a minyan to was and I'm driving.
So he says he went to he's transporting food for his boss, and he just got stuck because the time just ran out on him essentially. And to say obeying.
It's a me to pediasi. Now we become meeting down cry. Mean to me because I mean, as you see, I can't mean to me because me ni paboni for council. Because it's not a coaching community we could. Soon, this year and I yesterday banse we pamucho. Yeah, coffee no. On China, on Pekama and intisim name coffee and Koda. Because I'm watching the Mobian P. So
the same sentiment. Drivers here are saying they don't know what to do. They're just stuck here. See, Gifty and Dopia, Joy News. Amen.